Stephen Urich came to Jamaica from Czechoslovakia in the late 70s with a dream to build a castle on the coast. This is Charlie. Charlie lived on the property when Stephen bought it. He was allowed to stay on till he died, and his rent was 50 Jamaican dollars a month, which he could never come up with. He used to have churchwomen come visit him, and his nieces would come by every night and bring him food. He lived in the front of the property, which is now the garage and Fuzzy's room. This is a special fishing canoe used in the 70s and made from a hollowed-out tree. Zero, the first German Shepherd on the property, standing where the castle is now. Fuzzy and Steve had spent months clearing away all the brush, getting it down to rock, and then filling it in with topsoil and sand so you could walk back to the edge of the sea. Susan was 26 when she met Stephen, who was 35. Here he is teaching her how to shoot a bow and arrow. They used to have to climb down the side of the walls to get to the sea on paths made by people hundreds of years ago. Before Stephen built his first bedroom on the property, he built an opening to the cave next to a big tree with a rope. The tree rope could be used to lower yourself into the cave. The tree was lost in Hurricane Gilbert. The original 4-bedroom guest house with a thatch roof. This is Fuzzy digging out trees to make pathways. There were 2 masons who worked on the property. One was Big Johnny, who lived across the street. He built the first pillars from the sea to the first floor, and then he built the first 3 arches. Henry was the second mason, who ended up also building his own castle at his property in Red Ground. The majority of the stone construction was done between 1980 and 1987. The castle was built room by room with the aid of some creative homemade scaffolding. Only one man was injured building the castle, but he soon returned to work. When the entire structure was completed, the first thing Stephen and Susan did was put in a jacuzzi hot tub on the deck in which they enjoyed sunsets almost every night. After the castle was finished, they decided to spend the last of their savings to paint the castle and add 75 crest emblems to the stonework. The first rough sea that came soon after destroyed most of the painting work done. The castle stands today as a testament to the sound design and excellent mason work, as it has been hit directly by many big storms and survived without any structural damage. Regretfully, Stephen passed away in 1996, but the castle stands today, still under Susan's care, in a beautiful tribute to a man realizing his dream.
Right, wonderful. Well, I'm Fuzzy. One day I was passing by, me and my friend Connie from, he's from the country, you know, looking some job. And we went in and find Steve by Miss Daisy. So he introduced us over to do some stonework. So when we went over now, there's nothing on the property beside a small house with Mr. Dawkins, the owner for the land. And he make us line out the place up there and put like 4 stones. And then we started the boardhouse, just like that. And then we go down by the sea, me and Mr. Johnny. and started again to lay some stone. And when we realized the first one we put down, the sea got it out, Mr. John, my hand. So I has to come back very fast and get the other one and give it to Mr. Johnny, and we catch it with some stone and hold it, and the sea draw it away again from it. And so we put the next one and make it with some dry cement that the sea doesn't get it off again, you know. So we also do a nice work from that, start the castle, you know. So we had like Donald from the country, given a lot of trouble sometime, you know, and Henry. And we also do a nice job with one of Steve's friend named Philip. He's from Czechoslovakia. And we also do get together on a team, a very good team, you know. Bill and Walter from Red Ground, and Donald and Fuzzy and Mr. Johnny. And Steve was very nice, very good, you know. Today he said build this, and tomorrow he said okay, leave that and we start the next piece. And we also started the castle. And Miss Susan liked to go on the moped to buy the cement and the paint, you know. Yeah, man. Whenever time we run short and we said, Miss Susan, we need something, he always run on the bike for cement, paint, and stone, you know. And I also like to play with the dogs and the pigeon. He also like to have my friend Pepe on his hand to walk around with. And we have this other guy from the country named Ned. He helped us very good to dig the stone, you know. Yeah, man. But otherwise, me and Donald do the most of the stuff, and Henry and Mr. Johnny.
Oh, Mama Africa, how are you? Coming with the massive on the posse on crew. Oh, Mama Africa, I'm coming too. I'm coming with the massive on the posse on crew. A massive on crew, and posse on the crew. The Rasta music, I have to come true. Repatriation, it must come true. With the massive on the posse on the read up on crew. I read up on the crew, the massive on the crew, the massive on the posse. A posse and crew. And who is the leader? Jah is the leader. Who is the leader? We coming too, and we coming with the massive on the posse and crew. On the massive on crew, the massive on crew, the posse on the mass, a posse and crew. So we leave Jamaica, we going up to Africa, we must carry few, and we must carry few. A massive on crew, a massive on the posse and crew. Leave Jamaica, we going up too, and we reach up a Cuba, we Africa too, and a massive one crew up a Cuba too. Massive on the posse up a Cuba too, and who is the leader? Jah is the leader. Who is the leader? Jah is the leader. We going to Selassie I the leader. Massive one crew, and the massive one posse and the crew, and the Rasta music I have to come true. Leave Jamaica, we going up too, and we gone West Indies, a massive one crew. So we stop St. Kitts, a massive one crew.